This is Lagos, land of great hospitality. Lagos, enviable land of immense ancestral traditional heritage. The success story of Lagos is not complete without the positive impact and tremendous contributions made by the Oniru royal family, as led by its patriarch, Pa Yusufu Abiodun Oniru, the 13th Oniru of Lagos, who ultimately passed the baton to his son, another dogged fighter, Idowu Abiodun Oniru, who continued to struggle after Baba's demise at the ripe age of 120. Like his father, he fought tirelessly with the government at the time to reclaim the family land seized unlawfully by the colonial masters and succeeding administrations in Nigeria. This unjust went on for decades, till the Privy Court in London, in an historic judgment, stalled further encroachment on Oniru family land. Oniru family land originally stretched from Christ Church Cathedral, CMS, through Kansalem, Boni Camp, Ahmadu Bello Way, in fact, the whole of Victoria Island in Lagos, some parts of Ikoyi through to Lekki First Roundabout. Today, the remnant left of Oniru family land, 732 acres, is what has now transformed to a world-class private estate, first of its kind by a royal family in Lagos, with amenities and infrastructure inclusive. All credit to Eledumare and the ingenuity and magnanimity of an enigma and iconic trailblazer, His Royal Majesty Oba Idowu Abiodun Oniru Akiogun II, Oniru of Land.Victoria Island and Environs. He pioneered housing development and estate management in Lagos, if not the entire Lagos state. It is noteworthy that his timely and positive steps brought about growth in housing as well as changed the landscape of the entire Etiosa axis, yet to be surpassed by any other royal family in this part of the globe. Kabiesi created a city out of a larger society.
Yoruba says, he cannot do less. Tọ́ba ní èèyàn ní òótọ́, ó dẹ̀ dá léèyàn. Idowu Oniru Oniru. Ìyẹn dá kó má kó dá lé, ó dẹ̀ lóòótọ́. Most of the roads at their estate, he designed it and he did it himself. Because he's a structural engineer, just like the son of Kevin. You will see him in Vianeka, in Kajia.
He has done a lot for his people. His people will never forget him. If you go to Irulan, you see the houses that he has done for his own people. His charity has begun from home, and thank God he has done a lot for them. Irulan too is not a landmark in Lagos.
Being an educated man himself, an engineer by profession, who appreciates the contributions of professional persons in the establishment of the estate. And so he has attracted and garnered to himself architects, town planners, and all kinds of people who have joined together with him to conceive his dream and to establish it into what is called the Oniru Royal Family Private Estate, the Millennium Homes Private Estate, the British International School, and all kinds of establishments. The market, the modern market, and attracting into the estate other kinds of enterprises, hotels, business houses, shopping malls, in order that to make sure this place is what it is today.
If you have a virgin land, the very first thing that you should do on that land is to create the enabling environment for your allottees that you're going to allocate those land to. So the very first thing you do is to make sure that the infrastructure is there on ground. Once you get that right, you have light, road, drainage, those three things to start off with. There's very little that you can do wrong then. So he did all that with his brother, late Prince Oba Oniru. And once that was done, we knew that we were on to a winner, thanks to his thinking. Hence, where we are today.
His bravery, sincere commitment and dedication paid off. All his family members and friends are now residents of high-class Victoria Island. They are homeowners at the resettlement center where His Royal Majesty provided for them 200 houses in all, free. What better comfort can one demand for?
I like his doggedness. I can't say one now. He's a very dogged man. He's a go-getter. When the path is established, he follows through. He can wake up this morning and say, this is what we need to do. And he set at it. I remember when he laid the foundation for a resettlement to settle the indigents. He just woke up and said, we're going to carve this area. And everybody thought, what's this man doing again? You know, and before our very eye, he's laid a foundation for 200 bungalows of 3 bedrooms. It's a sense of responsibility, of giving back, of, you know, building your people.
Bàbá náà bàbá gidi bàbá tó jẹ́ pé bí wọ́n bá bẹ́kún dọ́dọ̀ wọn á rẹ̀ lẹ́kún ní bàbá gbogbo family ní bàbá nífẹ̀ẹ́ àfàǹtà ti jẹ lọ́dọ̀ bàbá irú náà gbàtà wà yìí 200 ayọ̀ts of unit ní gbogbo ilé tó wà níbí báyìí so bàbá ṣe tó jẹ́ pé àwọn míì tó ní kápá láti kọ́ tiwọn bàbá kọ́ tiwọn fún wọn wọn gbé dókè wọn kọ́ gbogbo wọn ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀ fún wọn wọn tún fowó tẹ̀ nídìí.
èmi ò lè sọ iye àǹfààní tèmi ti jẹ lọ́dọ̀ ẹ o torí àbúrò bàbá mi ni àìmọye torí mi ò lérò pé mo lè kọ́lé láyé mi ǹdẹ̀ kọ́lé ó ṣe é nú ẹ̀ mo parí ìpì tó kù.
gbogbo ibi tá à ń gbé yẹn ó fún wa ni kò gba kọ́bọ̀ lọ́wọ́ wa ká ọba bíi rẹ́ òsì kan tó ṣe fún lúà wa yìí ó kó kékeré o.
A very fine person indeed, very affable, very jovial, very compassionate, very intelligent. He may look ordinary, but very, very intelligent. And someone that I think Lagos should be lucky that we have. And in his position, ably assisted by his late brother, Alaba, the development of Iru land has been phenomenal. And the development is still going on. And we are proud of it.
Oba Idowu Oniru personally spearheaded the struggle for the creation of Victoria Island Local Council Development Area. As if not enough sacrifice, he continually gives financial support to the LCDA whenever the need arises. One instance that readily comes to mind was when the Obasanjo's administration withheld the Lagos State local government funds. Kabiese again came to the rescue.
To God be the glory where we are today, Victoria Island LCDA. And there's nothing like that in the whole of Lagos State. There is no local government that has the indigenous name added to the local government. I remember vividly some years back, this solar street lights, even before it's known to everybody, it's been here. And up to today, we are still using it. He powers it with his own money. He did everything.
This is a man, a Kabiesi, that all it stands for all the day is development. We know of some places where a lot of Kabiesis will be going to probably ask for the money of the local government, but it is not with him. And he did that a couple of times, even when the local government started. When we ran into financial problems, We ran back to him. He helped us out.
Royal Majesty gave such will as if giving is about getting out of vogue. He gives houses, automobiles, money, and all. His large-heartedness earned him the alias raw cash in his heydays.
I thought to myself, do I want to be a banker? I definitely don't want to be a lawyer, and I don't want to be a doctor. But my father was a civil engineer, and he had a nickname back then called Raw Cash. It means that he has a lot of money to play with, right? So in order for him to have a lot of money to play with, and he's a civil engineer, why can't I be the junior Raw Cash and also be a civil engineer? Hence the beginning of my career.
But certainly in your ramification, take even from the development, physical development, or the revolution in that area. You can see the touch already there. And again, that is part of what I would consider to be selflessness on the part of His Royal Majesty. Because rather than concerning himself how to make money here and there for his own personal needs and all those things, he believes that things must be done collectively. And to a large extent, if you see the development that we are witnessing in that area, we know certainly that it must be a man of vision and mission.
This is the palatial palace of His Royal Majesty, Oba Idowu Oniru. He calls the shot from here, with the retinue of his white-cap chiefs and baales. He holds traditional functions with the family members every 9 days here, called the Oseiga and Oselegba respectively. He also mediates and settles disputes amongst family members. Kabiesi attends to family members personally on such days.
Culture, ìṣẹ̀dálẹ̀, ká tó ṣe nǹkan kan, àgbéfálẹ̀, àdáfá. Ifá ni àwọn bàbá wa mọ̀ tó ń sìn kó ìbò tó dé. Nǹkan kan adìẹ ti ń jẹ kí ìgbàlódé tó dé. Ní ti gbogbo àwa ọmọ tó tí àwọn bàbá ńlá wa tẹ̀lé ọlọ́fi gbogbo lóòlù yìí gbogbo wọn kọ́ ní wọ́n bí ó ìdájú ti kú sọ́nà ó kó tó kọ́ mọ́mọ́mọ́mọ́mọ́ ó kó tó kàn wáyé ó ìṣẹ̀ṣe ó jẹ́ nǹkan pàtàkì láyé yìí téèyàn ò gbọ́dọ̀ fi ọwọ́ rọ́ sẹ́yìn. Ìṣẹ̀ṣe ó jẹ́ nǹkan pàtàkì gan gidi. Ta nígbàgbọ́ nínú ẹ̀ tó bá ní ìgbàgbọ́ sí nǹkan tó ń ṣe gbogbo ohun tó ń béèrè á máa dàbí idán. Yes, tó bá ní ìgbàgbọ́ sí nǹkan tó ń ṣe pé nǹkan tí mo ń ṣe yìí o the outcome of it will be very good, will be successful. Wọ́n á ní bóyá billionaire ní this and that. Wàá jẹ, wàá mu.
A successful farmer, Oba Idowu Oniru can boast of one of the biggest farmland in Nigeria, where he plants. He cultivates his harvest and distributes the produce free to members of the family, residents and tenants.
Iṣẹ́ àgbẹ̀ jẹ́ iṣẹ́ pàtàkì tó yẹ pé òun ló máa mú òun ló fún wa ní jíjẹ àti mímu. Ìwà ní rọ́pà fúnra wa. Gbàdá lè tún dàgbà. Tàbí wọ́n ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ nínú àwọn òṣèlú tó tún kìlọ̀ fún wa pé ẹ tẹra mọ́ iṣẹ́ àgbẹ̀ lórí ilẹ̀ wa. Iṣẹ́ la fi ń dẹni gíga. Iṣẹ́ yẹn kì í ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ iṣẹ́ ni. Wàá múra, wàá roko, wàá kọbì, wàá gbọ̀ngbì, wàá kò sí nǹkan tó tẹ́ mi lọ́rùn láti ṣe tó iṣẹ́ àgbẹ̀. Wọ́n fi lọ̀mímí lọ sí yunifásitì fún àgbẹ̀. Àwọn tó tún lọ́kọ̀ ọ̀tọ̀ wọ́n báyàn lọ sóko. Èmi náà rí i pé nǹkan gbọ̀n yìí ó má lè ṣe wá láǹfààní. Tó ní tó tó ìrùbọ̀ nìyẹn. Ó ní oko tó tó oko tèmi náà ń gbé àgbẹ̀ sí. Màá ṣe àgbẹ̀, màá roko pẹ̀lú àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ mi tó bá gbà. Màá gbé pákí tó lọ rẹpẹtẹ gan. Ní ìdẹ̀ ní pariwo. Àárí pákí àárí kókò, àárí ata tó ṣe mú wálé látòkò wálé fún àwọn olórí láti jẹ láti fi jẹun. Ó bá ti mọ̀ pé dandan-gbọ̀n ọmọ Yorùbá ni ẹ́ tó dẹ̀ fẹ́ kébi pa àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ àbáwọn ìyàwó ẹ̀ àbáwọn ẹbí ẹ̀ wá ṣiṣẹ́ àgbẹ̀ o. Kò sí nǹkan tó rọrùn nínú pé kéèyàn ṣiṣẹ́ àgbẹ̀ o. Ẹ wá wò bí ilé ayé yìí ti ń lọ bó ti ń bọ̀ ibi tó délé ni.
Oba Idowu Oniru remains a great force of reckoning on Yoruba ancestral cultural heritage. Like his mentor, he is a traditionalist to the core. He is holistically dedicated to Yoruba tradition and culture. It is not surprising, therefore, that he remains a great force of reckoning and a forerunner on customs of the land.
My dad is pure and true traditionalist. He doesn't play with that. We're all born Muslim. He was born Muslim. I was a born Muslim person. But the tradition of Yoruba land, he doesn't joke with it. And he holds it very, very well. There's hardly any tradition in this Yoruba land that my father doesn't owe a major title.
What we call Oniru, Gate President General, is into cultural and traditional activities in improper. Though he's a Muslim, but he attaches more of his time and rights, privileges to the cultural, the traditional aspect. For example, the Elegba Festival, which they celebrate annually, they now do it as an annual flamboyant activity, which we also go and participate with them. Generally, he's a traditionalist.
His Royal Majesty Oba Idowu Oniru is well loved by his people. To some, he is a benefactor. To some, a philanthropist, a father figure. And to some, he's simply a mentor.
Bàbá dáadáa ni. Irú èmi tèmi ń sọ̀rọ̀ lénìí. Àwọn ló sọ mí déèyàn pàtàkì. Àwọn ló jẹ́ kí n dẹni tó nílé lórí nínú Victoria Island yìí. Kì í ṣe lórí mi nìkan o. Káàkiri gbogbo bó ṣe ń ṣe náà nìyẹn. Àtìgbà tí wọ́n ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní ṣe tó ti wà lórí àléfà bàbá wọn yìí. In fact, ohun tó ti ṣe fún ẹbí Onírù kò ló ń kà. Ṣé ká sọ pé 200 houses tó fún ẹbí ni ká sọ ni àbí gbogbo iléèwé BIS tó wà lórí ilẹ̀ wọn bí ni ká sọ ni àbí ká sọ gbogbo àwọn ìletò kọ̀ọ̀kan tó jẹ́ pé owó ẹ̀ ò gara púpọ̀ láti lè fún àwọn èèyàn láti gbé lóríṣiríṣi nǹkan àtàtà tó ti gbé ṣe àti lóríṣẹ̀ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀ náà ni bàbá ń ṣe. Ọlọ́run Olódùmarè tó wá fi wọ́n síbẹ̀ kò ní mú wọn kó ń bẹ̀ lójijì.
Bàbá wa Abíọ́dún Ìdòwú ni wọ́n ti ṣe gudugudu méje yẹ̀yà mẹ́fà tí táwọn máa sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ọ̀rọ̀ ìlú wọn ní ìlú kékeré tó ń ṣọkọ ìlú ńlá. Ìtumọ̀ ni pé bí ìlú yẹn ṣe kéré tó ń gbà yẹn gbogbo agbègbè tó wà ní gbogbo ìlú tó wà ní ọ̀ndà bàbá yẹn ẹnu àṣẹ bàbá yẹn ó ń ká wọn torí ìfọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀ tó láti ilẹ̀ tó ti ń lò pẹ̀lú àwọn bàbá ńlá wa tó ti wà bẹ́ẹ̀ tí ìdí sí.
He's a father to me. He has done a lot of things in my life. Then Kabisi is someone that he can sit here with you. He will not look, you are the last person. Kabisi can cook for you that you will eat. You will play with everybody. Even though security guard will call you, we are the same, we are one.
An engineer by training, it is just natural for him to attach great significance to education. His wealth notwithstanding, Kabisi never spared the rod.
This is a firm man, very firm, a man of purpose, of character. Let me quickly tell you a story. We had woken up one morning, and like many of us all living together, and we all have our little chores you have to attend to in the morning, typical of a Lagos family. And you are supposed to do something. Somebody's apportioned the frontage of the house, the veranda, you do your little chores. And we got into our Range Rover then. We had a big bus that takes us to school. And we'd gone, only for Kabisi to step into the corridor and realize that some of us had not attended to our morning chores. You know, he sent the bus back to fetch each and every one of us. Some of us were in Holy Child College, some of us in St. Gregory's, and the van came round, picked all of us up, came back home. We attended to those chores, and then we were supposed to be returned to school to continue whatever we could do for the rest of the day. And God help you, we were even punished for coming late again.
Today, we join the rest of the world to celebrate the indelible marks and immeasurable achievements recorded by this rare gem and wonderful pride of Lagos. What more can the world wish Oba Idowu Oniru Akiogun II, the Oniru of Land.Victoria and Environs, whose name is ever and shall continue to be written in gold, than the bests of everything he desires.
We can't even say all the things we hope for him. The very best, the very, very best.
I wish you all the best in life. Happy birthday. On behalf of all your children and your extended family, I wish you well. May you continue to reign forever.
We are wishing him a very, very long life and prosperity.
May he live long with good health so that he can serve us more, so that we can see him more.
I wish him every single thing that the Almighty God, whom he worships, has laid out for him.
I
feel very happy. I am extremely happy. To myself, to my children, and all the members of Oniru royal family.
Kábíyèsí, Aláyélúwà, Bami, Idowu Oniru Akiogun II, I congratulate you on this auspicious occasion of your 80th birthday. Kábíyèsí, Oniru Ọba Àmàyìn, ọmọ olókun, ọmọ ọlọ́sà, ẹ̀dẹ̀lókun, ẹ̀pẹ̀lókun, ọmọ akénígbókè ẹ̀rù bàárọ̀ ọ̀nà, ọmọ aṣeun mápẹ̀gàn, ọmọ apẹ̀gàn máfọbìnrin jẹ, ọmọ ajídàgbà bí ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀. Ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ dàgbà tán, ara ń ta wọ́n, ẹni ní kùkùté, ara rẹ̀ ní mì. Òṣà máa gbẹ́bẹ̀, kùtèrè a máa gborí ẹni. Ọmọ ẹṣin lókun, ẹ̀rù ń bí, ọmọ akíṣe mọ́yìn àdó. Kábíyèsí o.
All hail the king. Kábíyèsí o.